Lincoln.
There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. You can follow us online at WLCNonline.com or download the Mixlr app. You can also follow us on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. We are at Logan Lane's Family Fun Center this morning. Got Tom Brady with us, and Coach Al sitting in with us this morning after a big victory at home last night against Mattoon Green Wave. It's Super Bowl weekend, and the hype around here. Sean Taylor was kind enough to have us here today. He's a big Eagles fan.
Big Eagles fan.
And, they got a lot of things going on tomorrow, a lot of giveaways. Said he had over 100 prizes to give away, including $100 cash and all kinds of stuff. So tomorrow is their, was it 12th annual Super Bowl party? Or
Extravaganza.
Maybe at least 12 years of it.
He's going to come on and tell us later on.
He's going to come in, we'll talk about it, and he's pretty excited. His team's in it. But are they in it?
Well, they're in it.
They're in it.
It's fun when your team's in it.
Yeah, they are in it. Well, let's get to Coach Al this morning. Coach had some home cooking last night. The Mattoon Green Wave came to Roy S. Anderson, and not a really eventful night. Just got the kids out there to work on some things, and I know a couple kids are a little bit under the weather right now, so hopefully we can get them healthy for the trip tonight to Rock Island. How did the game, the flow of it last night? Were you happy with the outcome? And, how are the kids feeling right now this deep into the season?
Well, at this time we talk about it's regional time, and you want to be playing your best come February, and you want to be consistently with how you're playing. So that's what we're striving for right now. And last night was a good win for us. We got a lot of people on the court. Hopefully we save some legs for tonight, and it was a big night. I thought we played well. We played good defense again. That's been one of our standpoints of staple of this team is our defense. And again, we held the team to 31 points.
31 points, and the JV had some success as well. Jermaine seems like he's really starting to get in the flow of the game a little bit more. Only his third year playing basketball. He's really, to me, it feels like he's really starting to comprehend, what needs to be done out there.
Well, I don't think he really understands where he could go with his talents and things. He's just kind of loping along, but he has made great strides. I remember the first day of practice as a freshman where he couldn't even run up and down the floor, and now he changes a game. He gets in there, and it really allows our other guys to get out and pressure people, because so what? I get beat. There's 6'10" eraser sitting at the basket, and he's learning how to block shots, and I think he's played pretty consistent here for about the last 3 weeks or so. So that's a good sign for us going in, and I think Drew Bacon, I thought, had a great game last night. Didn't score much, but his floor game was really, really good. And Drew does a lot of good things other than the scoring. He's a great passer, and one of the things we talked about last night, he picked up a foul where he was driving, and the guy tried to beat him baseline, and we don't want our guys to get baseline. That's our responsibility to get it cut. But all he had to do is wall him up, and just around the corner was a 6'10" guy standing, and you push him to him, let him challenge him. You don't want to try to ride him out of bounds. But all our guys have to understand that just try to funnel him to Jermaine, and it makes our traps a lot better. We can go out and be more aggressive on them. We can gamble a little bit more. And, when we can do that and let people force to the middle, and you got Jermaine there, it makes a world of difference.
You can see a little more confidence just in his face, and he used to not show any emotion. Now he'll get that dunk and kind of crack a smile.
Well, even now, he's starting to show emotion on the court, and he just, I think he's learning that he's got a lot of skill, and you know, even at the beginning of this year, he had trouble catching the ball, but I think he's really caught on to that, and you know, he's starting to catch things, and I really think he could be a difference down the stretch here.
Well, Coach, let's hit the rewind button here a little bit. We go to Mahomet Seymour last Saturday and come away with a big win there, which put us in a tie for the conference lead. You know, they beat us early in the year at the Eaton Thanksgiving Holiday Tournament. We were without Drew, so, you know, and beginning of the season where, you know, we weren't really, you know, playing that well yet. You go to Mahomet Seymour and you get a big victory from there. What's that do for the kids' confidence?
Well, you know, Mahomet's a good basketball team, and you know, I would pick them to win a regional this year and be in the sectional. So, you know, they're very, very solid. They got great players. They got great coach. Mm-hmm. You know, they do everything right, and but to go over there and to win on their court, it means a lot, because that's it was a neat atmosphere. It was you know, loud and fun, and we really I thought we had a great game over there. And last night, you know, I was worried about our guys playing with emotion and things, but I thought we come out last night and played with some emotion, and hopefully we're getting ready to move, you know, on down the you know, through February and have a focus of winning a regional championship.
A little scoreboard watching after our game last night. Mount Zion beats Mahomet last night. A big win for them, a big win for Lincoln. That puts us at the top of the conference right now. So, you know, the destiny kind of lies within Lincoln Railers' hands right now to win that conference outright.
Well, no doubt. You know, but you know, we caught Mount Zion earlier in the year where they were struggling a little bit, and we got to turn around and play them Tuesday night. And boy, you can't go to sleep on them. They've got one of the best shooters in the state of Illinois. He's a 6'2" guard, that left-hander that's got great range. I mean, he crosses the timeline. Don't be surprised if he lets it go. And you know, they're playing exceptionally well, and it'll be interesting to see. They do some things very well, and it'll be another challenge for us. But you know, we want to go tonight and play Rock Island, and hopefully have a good showing up there. And going to Rock Island tonight will be a very emotional night, not only for us but for them, as one of their players, mother died last week, and I think the funeral's today. So it'll be a very emotional night at Rock Island tonight. So you know, we've got to go up there. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad, but more times than not, it just gives them more momentum to have a good night for the young man. And you know, so we've got our work cut out for us.
Some other ties to Rock Island. Duncan Reed, a long-time coach up in that area. The rumor had it that they were going to name the court after him this weekend, but that is a false statement. Lloyd, are you posting false news
Lloyd
out there?
Double confirmed it.
No, you confirmed it. Okay.
According to the Rock Island AD as well as sports editor up there, it's not happening.
So did you start the rumor? Or
Follow us on Twitter
Oh.
to see how it happened. Another radio station.
another radio station, not
Lloyd
ours.
does not sleep.
Yeah, because we do not report anything that's false, ever.
Well, we like to keep that #1 rating.
That's right. So, Coach, heading up to Rock Island tonight, you know, what are they, an up and down the court type of team? Will they, you know, try to, you know, slow us down, or, you know, what kind of team are they?
Well, I've seen scores both ways. You know, they've won games 40s in the 40s, won some in the 60s and 70s. So they're capable of playing however you want to play. So it'll be really a good test for us. They're big, they're quick, they got shooters. They play in the Western Big Six, or a 4A school. You know, the emotions that'll be tonight. So our guys have got to understand that. So, it's going to be extra emotional. The game should be it'll be played very hard. So should be a good one for us.
And talking about the Railers, I know that we showed how deep we are last night by Isaiah's been sick and wasn't able to play or he spot played. Will he be pretty good full strength tonight, or do you know?
Well, we'll have to see how he feels today. He felt pretty good last night, so we'll just see how he is at workouts this morning and see how he feels. It'll probably be up on him on how he feels and where we stand and before we make a decision on what we're going to do.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time this morning. I know you got a busy day ahead of you. Time's the bus leaving?
We're leaving at 1:30.
1:30. So you shoot around at noon. Bus leaves at 1:30. Busy day. Have safe travels, and we'll be listening to you tonight online. You can have all the action here on 96.3 FM and download the Mixler app. If you're on the go, you can listen to us anywhere. Coach, thanks for stopping by. Good luck tonight. And you only got a few more of these, and then you'll get your Saturday mornings back.
Yeah,
it's coming to.
Well, let's hope there's more than a few.
We're already in February, Joe, and
we talk early in the year that it's a long season, but I mean here we are into February, and it's. I will tell you this: that the basketball season makes the winters go a lot quicker.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Very true.
All right, stay tuned. We're going to take a commercial break. We come back. We're going to have, Coach Dawson's supposed to be here.
He's always
we'll
late.
Get Sean Taylor. He's going to come on with us and talk some Super Bowl festivities. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Who's singing that? Come on, you got it, don't you?
I heard it in college.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats.
I went and watched him one time in St. Louis, right down front. Billy Squire, man, that guy can play.
Billy Squire.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. We are at Logan Lane's Family Fun Center today for Super Bowl weekend. Big things going on here tomorrow. We'll have Sean on with us later. But right now we got Coach Dawson with us. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'd like to apologize for my partner here not letting you know where
I'll take
we're
the
at.
blame on it, just to save,
He's taking
save his
full
face.
blame.
I'll take
Full
a little bit of blame. We changed this up to the bowling alley on Wednesday or something, and then he forgot to take it. But I'll take the blame.
That's
on it.
2 days.
But I'm here.
Two,
I'm here.
2.5 days you could have,
Reached out,
informed him. Right.
text.
Coach,
You got to think of it first.
real quick, we got some kids, former kids of yours, over in Jacksonville this morning for the regional. He had Austin O'Donoghue. He was going to wrestle. He looks like he got the number 1 seed over
He's
there.
number 1 seed. I saw him last night. He's a big deal.
33-6.
He's the real deal.
I'm not really
Freshman.
a freshman. He's going to be taking on. Can't really read that. Zaire Harkles from Springfield.
Okay.
And then that looks like the only Lincoln kid in that weight class. Looks like the 126 class.
Yeah, you get one kid at each weight class.
Okay. So he's going to be wrestling. I don't know if he's wrestled yet. Bo said they're probably going to start around 9. He was going to try to update us on what happened. We also got another former kid of yours, Trevor Bree.
Yeah.
He got a
sophomore.
number 1 seed as well, and a sophomore.
Sophomore.
And he got a bye the first round, so he's already moving on to the second round. He's going to be taking on Nick Espejo from Sacred Heart
Know him
or
very well.
Austin Murphy from Jacksonville. One of those two.
Yeah, we've wrestled at Espejo the last couple of years. Austin and Trevor.
And Trevor.
So we know him very well.
So you follow these kids, obviously, after they go through the junior high, move on to high school. You still keep up on them and follow their career?
Oh, yes. Keep in contact. We keep text messages. We have Facebook time. We've been fortunate enough to give them some quality kids in their young program, and I got some more coming to them next season. So the high school is looking really good right now.
And that's because of guys like you down there, and Walt, you guys do a good job down there.
It's been going well. We're having another great season. I'm pretty sure the high school can't wait to get the kids we got now.
How long you been doing it?
It's my 23rd season.
23rd years. You're what, 46? Did you start when you were 23
wish.
then?
I'll be 57, but I'm going to cut it all loose when I get 60.
So you got 3 more years in you,
3
huh?
more years.
3 more, and then,
Yeah.
well, that day comes. It may be hard to do. You may put on another 5. You know,
No, I'll be there to assist, but I'm going to turn over all the head duties to somebody else.
Somebody else going to take that on.
Yeah, that's the goal. Finding
takes
the
a lot
right-
of time. You know,
finding the
and
right coach.
It's a lot of time. There's a rumor that you're a pretty good fisherman, too. Rumor. I've never seen it.
And just come by the house, plenty of fish.
Yeah. I don't know.
They don't jump in my freezer.
I don't know. haven't
what do
witnessed
you
it.
prefer to fish for?
Crappie.
Crappie?
Yeah.
Evidently, he's pretty good at it, and I've never eaten any of it or got to go with him, but I've heard a lot of stories.
I invite
Fish
him
stories.
over all the time. He just, Joe's a busy man.
Yeah.
Joe,
I'm gonna tell
he
you-
talks like he's busy.
I know I'm busier than you two guys.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm going to look around. Sean might have a little more going on, but you two don't.
Well,
That's a guarantee. Well, tell us about the team this year, Coach, over there at that 8th grade, over that junior high.
Well, we're having an outstanding season. Currently, we are 16-4 on the year. One of our better years. I've got 10 kids with 20-plus wins. Our numbers stagger. We got like 10 8th graders and 12 6th and 7th graders. So I got some kids coming back. They're looking good. I mean, for a young team, we've beat some quality teams, and it helps when you get the numbers.
What do you like the junior high to be known for? We went over to Clinton and said, Lincoln Junior High is coming over here. What's their coach going to say? Oh, man, that Dawson over there, they're just all good at takedowns. Do you have something?
No, because they know we come prepared wherever we go. We try to, and you don't really scout teams, but we know teams' tendencies, and they don't know what to expect from us other than we're going to wrestle hard.
So what's your style? I mean, are you aggressive? Are you, hey, let's let them make a mistake? Are you?
I'm a Greco-Roman guy. I love throws, but you have to set throws up, so I teach the basic techniques of getting in there and get your opponent to react so you can...
Well, so do you think they say stuff like that? Watch these guys, Dawson,
They
he likes to throw, they want to throw.
They throw and they cradle, and they love the cradle in my junior high program.
I see, I like that.
one of Joe's favorite moves that he used to do a lot, it's banned now, the flying squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
That was Joe's. I think they named it after you.
They may have. I got, it was because I was so high in the air, but
Yeah.
Flies just a squirrel.
my vertical's way up.
We talked to Coach Dietrich, was it last week, and I've taken some heat from people that have listened. We do have listeners about how, I was talking about how brutal the sport is, and you're going to deter parents letting their kids wrestle. And if I did that, I apologize, but it's a tough sport, and there's a lot of dedication to it. And we talked to Coach Dietrich about this. It takes a special kind of kid to be able to go out there and wrestle, and a lot of it's mental, and and obviously most of it's physical. I mean, it's a fun sport. And we were at the tournament in Lincoln over the holidays, and that's the first tournament or first wrestling match I've ever seen. And
Really?
come out of there like,
You got a different point of view of him now, don't you?
It's like what you've been missing.
well, we didn't have wrestling where I come from, and just never a sport I really got into. But man, it's really interesting. And I walked out of there,
wanting to
just
wrestle? I think we could move some tables around Dawson and show
Yeah,
you
show
a
you
few
everything
things.
you need to know.
that would not turn out well. I would be in the hospital in a body cast. But yeah, it's a fun sport, and kids these days are doing it young. I know a big issue right now. I was going to talk about this last week, Joe, with the Illinois. Not to go off subject here, but the state of Illinois is trying to pass a law where no tackle football for 12 and under.
Yeah, I heard that.
Which I think is kind of silly, because if you ever been to a football game for these kids that are 12 and under, they're not really hitting. They don't hit hard enough to get concussions, and I think it's safer than flag football. But is that a topic that's been brought up with the wrestling community?
Well, with us trying to improve our football program here in Lincoln, one of the things I go out and talk to all the kids about is the sport of wrestling, because it makes you a better tackler. It makes you hit harder. It makes you appreciate how to fall down. That's the problem with a lot of young athletes. They fall awkwardly, and then that's when them little nagging injuries come. So that's why I still coach at the junior high level, because I try to prepare a kid to be able to handle the sport later in life.
Now, at that age-
99% of kids run with their legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can figure that, when the kid figures that out, the sooner they figure that out, the better tackler they'll be. They figure that out in wrestling. You
Yeah.
want to grab some legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it
That's the
up.
thing. You just can't just let them run through your arms. You learn how to secure the legs and normally go down.
And it kind of teaches that aggressiveness.
Yeah.
You know, a wrestler may be a little more aggressive than somebody that's not, you know, maybe necessarily wrestled before. They might be a little timid, where if you're a wrestler, you know, you're pretty aggressive and, you know, you're going after your opponent.
Yeah, you just look at my little twin nephews, Keon and Kanai.
Yeah.
Keon will hit you. He's the littlest guy on the team,
But, yeah.
but he will wrap you up and take you down in a heartbeat, and that comes from his wrestling background.
Yeah,
I think it's important as a young kid. I think that getting into that wrestling as a youngster is very important to help you succeed in everything else you do. It's gonna teach you to not be intimidated by someone, and to know yourself and to better your strengths. Now, you may not stay in it forever. You don't have to, but I
Right.
think it's important to be in to help you grow, mature.
Yeah, one of the things I tell the kids is, you know, they bully basketball players, they bully everybody else, but they don't mess with the wrestlers.
Don't mess
So,
with a wrestler.
if you want to get off that bully list, come join my team.
That's
I'll
right.
teach you what you need to know.
Hey, let's put you on the spot for a minute. For out all these years you've been coaching, who's some of these guys that rolled through there that were real good? I'll put you on the spot there.
It ain't a spot. My nephew Fred Dorsey, he was a
Oh
beast.
yeah, Freddie
Yeah.
Boy was good.
Zach Mullins,
Yeah,
Josh Rogers.
yeah. The Rogers boys were good. Mullins, obviously Mullins was good. Coaching somewhere now. Where's he coaching?
Up in
Can't
Iowa
think- Yeah,
somewhere.
can't think of the name. Should have him on sometime when he's in town.
Then you can never forget about the Ben Berger and the Fat Man roll.
Yeah. Benny Burr. What do you call that role? Was it Fat Man? What do you call that?
I can't remember, but
I got to think about that a
he
minute.
developed that role, and it just succeeded him his junior and senior year. in
Benny
high
Berger.
school. But
His
then-
dad was an okay wrestler.
Yeah, but you got Trevor Bree, you got Austin O'Donoghue, Anthony Baker. Look at him now.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great junior high career, but he's really picked it up.
He's
this
not
year.
much of a talker. We had him on the
Yeah,
radio.
he was on
I
last
saw
week.
that. Yeah. He's kind of like a mama's boy, but he's a mean guy on the mat this year, and I'm impressed with him. Hopefully he does well today, and because I'll be working the sectional next week, and it's
Yeah.
great that Lincoln has a sectional. We almost had the junior high sectional, but some logistics didn't work out.
That's going to be fun next week. That's a big deal. You know, these people that, if you haven't been out to the sectional wrestling meet, it's right here in town. Get out and watch it.
Get out
Very
and watch
exciting.
it.
That's
Yeah.
a Friday, Saturday thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Very exciting because you know you got kids wrestling to go to the state tournament, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, especially that Saturday morning wrestleback. Oh my goodness!
Now,
Yeah.
is
You
that
don't want to be there.
Is that to go to the state tournament
Yeah.
sectional? There's no super sectional,
No.
or that's okay. Well, then that is huge.
And it's
you know?
top 4 now, right?
Yeah.
So you
Top
mean
4 in your sectional.
so it's a big deal that to get to that. And it used to be a bigger deal, I think, like when you had to have that third place to go. Boy,
Yeah.
those matches were for 1 and 2 knew they were going. You want to
Yeah.
win it, of course, but boy, that 3rd and 4th, the winner gets to go and the loser doesn't. Those are fun matches.
So it's top 4 per weight class.
Yeah.
And then how many sectionals are there?
I'm thinking there are 4, possibly.
I was gonna say, yeah, 4
So-
or 6.
because that's
So you're taking 16 kids to state each weight
it
class.
used to be 24-man brackets, but now I think it is a 16-man bracket.
Okay.
And actually, we're going to start that in the junior high level. Starting next season, IESA is developing a 2-class wrestling program, Class A, Class 2A, and we currently will be under the 2A program.
Is that good or bad? You looking forward to that?
You still got to beat the best kids, and it doesn't matter because, I mean, if you look at some of the powerhouses in this area, Leroy, Clinton, and them, they are all under 1A technically, but they compete with anybody
No.
as well as us.
So hey, you know what? Get out there, do yourself a favor, and go out Saturday and watch
Absolutely.
sectionals out there at the high school. Fun
That
stuff.
wrestle back round, real tough. It's worth watching.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay.
You got them rolling. Nice job, Coach.
Thank you, sir. It's been
So
fun.
what are your duties out there? You say you're going to be helping sectional. Just
I'll help get the team situated as they arrive, getting them weighed in on weight class order, and I'll be running probably the head mat 1.
okay.
I won't be there that Saturday though, but because we have our own tournament in Chatham. So
I'm gonna help get some things set up on Thursday night after that girls game. He's got to get some mats and everything set up out there. I'll be out Friday and Saturday. It's fun stuff.
real fun.
Coach, thanks for being on.
No
Guess we
problem,
got-
guys.
We got any more for him?
Well, I was waiting to see if we had an update from Bo down in Jacksonville, and he texted me update ... I don't know what that means.
Bo.
Maybe there's an update coming. So, all right. Well, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We're going to have the man himself, Randall Cunningham, is in the
Oh, my
house.
goodness.
Eagle Nation.
So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. Come on, Jim, hurry.
Don't you ever be sad. Lean on me.
Did you just woo in my ear?
Yeah. Hey, Jim, I thought you could bring us in with Sammy Hagar's Where the Eagles Fly. You need to look that up.
Or Steve Miller Band, Fly
Hey,
Like an Eagle.
our Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle.
Yeah.
We got to have that at the commercial break.
But before we go, we got to hear the Eagles call from.
That wasn't very good. Holy cow. I
that
thought
e-
it was a little meaner.
That Eagles got the flu.
I patented that, by the way.
Caw.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, and we are at Logan Lane's Family Fun Center, and we got the man himself, Sean Taylor, and he's just nothing but smiles.
Nothing but smiles
It's
the last
Super
13
Bowl
days.
weekend, and you're involved. You've been involved for 18 years, but this year you're invested.
Yeah, it's been since 2003 since the Eagles were in the Super Bowl. So
2003.
15 years. I'm dying. I'm ready for this big time.
Well, it's been a lot longer for us Bears fans, so
A little bit longer,
congratulations.
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Big day tomorrow. Your 18th. I know we said 12th earlier, and Jim confirmed it. I was wrong. It's 18th annual Super Bowl
That's
party.
been confirmed.
Can't believe it's been 18 years.
18 years.
That's crazy.
And this is your 18th year?
18th year.
So
We bought Logan Lanes in 2000, and we've had a party every year since.
You know what? I'm going to take some time right here to say, and what a great job, what an asset you've been to the community since you guys have purchased this.
Absolutely.
And put some money in it. And it's always been a great place in the community. You guys have came in and put some money in it and
Well, yeah.
new things. It's awesome.
It used to
appreciate
be.
that.
It used to be just Logan Lane's Bowling Center. Now it literally is Family Fun Center. If you want to golf, you got 2 golf simulators.
Yes, we do. 2
And
indoor golf simulators.
I tell you what, the food here is phenomenal.
It's the hidden secret of Logan County. Most people think we have hot dogs and nachos only
No.
because we're a bowling alley, but
Trust
me, we have a full menu.
Yeah,
excellent
and they
food.
do, and they have menus. I mean, you come out here, you have actual menus.
breakfast on Saturday mornings. We're going to get
Breakfast
some.
Saturday
That's right. Saturday morning breakfast. I just had an omelet. It was fantastic.
That's what I'm
And
getting.
you can bowl. You got gambling machines. You can play pool.
We're one of the last arcades on Earth, I think. We actually have video games. There's not too many places like that anymore that still have the
Oh, yeah,
Donkey
yeah.
Kong machines and the
Yeah,
air
absolutely.
hockey. And,
Do you still have Buccaneer hidden in the back?
Yes, absolutely.
When you came here, was Buccaneer still sitting here?
I think so.
This is one of the greatest games ever.
I think so.
Yeah. So people around Logan County have no excuse being bored. If you're bored,
And-
you come on out here. You host birthday parties. You got I don't know how many TVs. Always something going on out here. And if there's not, make something happen, Joe.
Yeah, you can have any type of party out here. Fantasy football.
Yeah, we've had everything. We had 40th birthday party the other night. We have bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, church groups, school groups. We're doing a bowl-a-thon for Chester East Lincoln coming up. Just about anything we can handle it. We've had wedding receptions in here before, so we haven't had a wedding at this bowling alley yet, but I have had weddings at bowling alleys.
How
I've
about
been
when
at.
you clear that bowling alley over there and you put Ozzy Osbourne
band,
and Kiss
yeah.
out there?
That's right. We do that once a year in the summer, and I was just thinking about that the other day. We really need to get that Kiss cover band back.
They were good.
In fact, when the Gene Simmons spit blood, it's still stained on approach number 7. No joke, the blood stain is still there. It's classic.
I was surprised when I came out here, being an old Kiss fan, how many people standing around had never really seen them. Hadn't followed them, didn't watch them. They were the younger generation, and they were just looking at them like, they can't be real. Is that how they were? And I was laughing, go, man, that's Kiss.
That's Kiss.
Yeah, they breathe fire. They spit blood. It was
My first concert was in the 6th grade at the Forum in LA, and it was Kiss.
Wow.
I still can't believe my mom let me go to it. And I just saw him again, I believe it was 2 years ago. That was in Springfield. That was the first time I had seen him again. So it was,
wow.
40 years.
So did you ever go to the Whiskey A Go-Go when you were young?
No, never did. But
Man, now that's some place that I would have always wanted to go. Is it still sitting around? Do you know? Is it done? Is it closed?
no,
up?
it's still there. It's still there, I believe.
Bands still play. So many bands got their start there. Oh, that's legendary.
It's funny you brought that up because my nephew, who was just in Chris Jansen's country band, and now he just took a new job. He's Brad Paisley's guitar tech now.
Ooh.
And he just started there a couple weeks ago.
That's a big deal.
Yes, it is, really. And he just was in L.A., and people were typing on his Facebook page what he should go do, and that's what came up, Whiskey A Go-Go. So that's interesting you bring that
I
up.
always wanted to go. Well, before we talk Super Bowl, but the game, tell us about what you got going on out here for the Super Bowl.
Well, tomorrow we got our 18th annual party. It's from 2 o'clock till, it says 10 o'clock, but it'll pretty much go till whenever, especially if the Eagles win, let me tell you.
Closed Monday.
The game kicks off at 5:30. I've contacted all of my beer companies and liquor companies and Coca-Cola, and they all are aware that I'm Eagles fan, and I have been inundated with prizes. We probably have 30 T-shirts and 3 jerseys and scarves
Awesome.
and beanies and hats, and we have more prizes than we know what to do with, and we're giving them all away for free, absolutely for free. We have $12 buckets, $2 fireball shots, by the way, and we also give away $100 in cash.
Wow.
Every year, so it's going to be it's going to be a party no matter what.
And I always say this about you mentioned Coca-Cola. For those of you that don't know, and I'm a Coke guy, and I'll tell you what, this is the best Coke around. For some reason, he hasn't. A lot of these gas stations and stuff, they kind of tweak that syrup back a little bit, and you're not getting that full
Joe is not
syrup.
lying, people. I don't know what it is either, but we have people that just come here for soda. It is crazy. I don't know.
It's delicious.
We have our set by Coca-Cola every year, and I think it might be a little sweeter. That's the only thing I can figure out. And
I might have to get one of those before I leave.
Not watered down, but we do. We have a lot of people that literally just get their soda here. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Crazy.
And you're so get out here to the bowling. What time can they come in?
We'll be open actually tomorrow at 11. We got open bowling all day, and it'll be a long day for me. We bring 12 guys in every Super Bowl Sunday, and we do 4 3-man team scrambles on the golf simulator from 10 to 2. So that's going to occupy me for 4 hours tomorrow, which is good. Keep my brain off the game a little bit, and it'll be a good time. But most people
like he's already getting nervous.
Are you going to be able to sit? I know when the Big Red were in it. Are you going to be able to sit
No.
in here with the crowd and
No.
watch the game?
I will be in here with the crowd. I will not sit. I constantly am up moving around.
Well, you are anyway. but
I'm pretty emotional when it comes to.
that's what I mean.
comes to
Because
this,
if things go wrong, you could.
either way.
You don't want that on film.
Either way.
Yeah, I mean, how many Philly fans are in Lincoln, Illinois? Do you
truthfully,
have any Philly fan buddies? Or
I tell you what, I really think there's 4, and I'm not joking. I think there's 4 in Logan County, and it's there's a girl, and I can't remember her name, and I haven't seen her in a while. There's a Tracy Farmer, who I think you just had the wrestling coach.
I know Tracy.
Her son, I can't remember his first name, but it's her son. He's an Eagles fan. And Jason Marine is a diehard Eagles
I know
fan.
Jason was.
Hardcore. Jason will not come out. Jason watches the game at his house by himself, but he is a diehard. And then you got me, and that's it. That's the only ones that I know of in 18 years out here. I mean, you may have some that root or something like that, but not that I see.
Well, yeah, and that's a, you're not a bandwagon jumper. You've been there from the get-go. There'll be a lot of bandwagon jumpers tomorrow. You'll see some Eagle jerseys out here tomorrow.
There will, and we'll see a lot of bandwagon Patriots jerseys out here also.
You think?
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It's funny because I've got the ride that I wanted to get. I wanted the Falcons because my bartender is a diehard Falcons fan. And then I wanted the Vikings. And my brother-in-law lives in Minnesota, and he's a diehard Vikings fan. And I said I wanted the Patriots. I said if I'm going to win my first Super Bowl, I want to beat the best. And that's it, bottom line. So we're winning.
And it is the best. And I have to wear this Cardinal hat with this, but Tom Brady's just like, he's my all-time favorite quarterback.
They got the best
guy's a
quarterback,
winner.
and they got the best coach. Whether you think
Absolutely.
they cheat or don't cheat or whatever, and I have opinions
Hey,
of that because we lost in 2003 to them in the Super Bowl.
I
and
was
that
just going to say that was the matchup, wasn't it?
and that was Spygate.
Was that Brady's first?
I believe so. We lost by 3 points, and that was the year they got busted for taping practices and Spygate, all that. So I have a vendetta against them a little bit. So.
Well, if you know, they say if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Well, whatever.
So maybe Mr. Doug Peterson needs to, maybe I don't know, buy a drone and
Maybe.
fly over the
So
Patriots.
So let's go back to your being an Eagles fan. What drove you to them, and have you been out? And
Yeah, I
did
mean,
you go to the vet?
you're from the West Coast.
So here's the deal. Yeah, I'm from the West Coast. I became an Eagles fan in '85, and that's why I'm representing Randall Cunningham today. He was the guy that the reason I became
Lured
an Eagles
you
fan.
in.
Yep. And
Didn't the Bears pummel him in '85?
oh yes, probably yes.
Yeah, but when you go back and watch his film, man, the guy did crazy
yeah.
things.
Yes,
phenomenal.
he was unbelievable. He was the man before the man existed.
He had
was the
legs up
first
to his
running
neck and
quarterback.
could do all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely, but he got injured a lot. But he was incredible. I mean, he really was. He's a preacher in Vegas now, actually.
Is he really?
Yep.
Odd.
Yes. So I decided about 2 days ago on Thursday, I woke up and I started getting nervous, and that's when I said, okay, I'm wearing jerseys, and that's it from here out. So I went through my closet, and I've got like 15 of them. In fact, the funny story is when Wentz went down and Foles came in, I went home and I was sitting there one day, and I was like, wait a minute. I think I might have a Foles jersey in my closet, and I don't even know it. And I did, because he was our quarterback in 2013. So this is the first time I've actually been able to recycle a jersey for the proper team and wear it again. So I'll be wearing my Foles jersey in the second half tomorrow, and I'll be wearing my Malcolm Jenkins jersey in the
Malcolm
first half.
Jenkins.
So I'm going to go.
He's got a wardrobe.
I'm going
change.
defense first half, and then I'm going offense second half. I've
Got to
decided.
score to win.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I like that little wardrobe change.
Have you been out to the? Did you go to the vet?
I've seen many Eagle games. I've never been to the vet, but I have been to the link. I went to the link. I'm 49 this year. I went to the link for my 40th birthday. It was Thanksgiving night. And to tell you again, everybody talks about Eagle fans, okay? And I experienced it myself. They are vicious.
Yeah, I know. I might be a little scared to go there.
I'll tell you what. This is a true story, and I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've probably been to 15 NFL stadiums, but they were playing the Arizona Cardinals that night. No joke. It was the week after after Donovan McNabb got benched. He got benched the week before. And so I was walking around the few days before the game in my McNabb jersey, and people were like, Donovan McNabb sucks, blah, blah, blah. Well, that night against the Arizona Cardinals, he threw 4 touchdown passes, and everybody loved him again. But if you also remember, 2 weeks later, we lost to you in the playoffs, and you made it to the Super Bowl that year.
Yes, I don't say we went to the bowl.
Yep, so that is the only time I've actually been there, and I said I would never take my wife there. I wouldn't. I'm not joking. There was 2 Arizona Cardinal fans in that entire stadium. I mean, you just don't go there. It's crazy, and I've never experienced anything like that other than when I went to see the Raiders at the Coliseum in L.A.
I'm going there this year. I'm going to go to the Black Hole. That's my goal next year.
Well, in Vegas, it'll be much safer than it was in
But
LA.
I'm going to the last one in Oakland.
I got a feeling that the Philadelphia Eagle fans are going to have a rough go at it in Minnesota after how they were treated. And
Did you see the sign on the one bar?
It's going to be rough if you're in a purple or a green jersey up in Minnesota this weekend. It's probably going to be brutal for you.
I think so. You know, and the saying in Minnesota is Minnesota nice. That's what it's not going to be nice.
It's
for
not
the
gonna be
Eagles
nice.
fans.
I saw a
It's not
sign
gonna
at
be nice.
on the internet or something, a big sign on the front of a bar that said, "Welcome Eagles fans, come in and have a free beer." And then in the small print at the bottom it said, "Thrown at you."
No. It's going to be rough.
It's going to be rough, but it's going to be fun and excited for you. You know, this is. I mean, I know. I do remember back when the Bears were in the Super Bowl. I was just a little kid. It's exciting. You know, the whole day just builds up, and then game time, and it's just there's nothing like it. The Super Bowl. I think Monday should be a national holiday.
Absolutely.
Where you shouldn't have to go to work because
The Super Bowl should be played on Saturday night.
yeah. It should. It would. I tell you, it'd have. Establishments would have a better turnout. I think better TV ratings because a lot of people may go to bed at 9 o'clock or 9:30 because they have to work the next day.
Yeah, that Monday work.
How do we get
stinks.
that changed?
I say we start here at the radio station. I mean, if we're going to start, it starts here.
They say that Monday is the biggest day for people to call in sick of the year. It really is.
And
They say
no
it's
one
number
believes
one.
you.
It's number one.
And, I mean, you don't even have to be invested in the game. You don't have to be an Eagles fan. There's people Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. It's probably the best game of any sport ever. You know, it's just with people that don't watch football watch the Super Bowl because they want to see the commercials. You know,
Absolutely.
they want to see, you know, the halftime show.
And this year you got Justin Timberlake at halftime.
And
You
Janet
got
Jackson special appearance.
Right, you got you got Pink singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
It's
big.
huge.
It's going to be a big.
And it just seems every year it's a production is what it is. And if the NFL doesn't see that, I mean, I know they do, but move that sucker to Saturday.
Yeah. So my favorite Eagle, number 31. He's my all-time favorite.
All-time favorite.
Wilbert Montgomery. He's doing a little coaching, isn't he? He's still coaching.
I don't know. You know who I really like. He's not my favorite, but Deuce Staley is still our running backs coach.
The Deuce.
And I love that. He gets pretty fiery. You know, if I
Harold
guess,
Carmichael.
Harold Carmichael, fantastic.
Loved Harold Carmichael. 17.
You know, I don't know if I have a favorite of all time.
Reggie
You know,
White?
I was a
he's gotta be
big
up
big
there.
McNabb fan. Reggie White was fantastic. I mean, we made 4 NFC Championship games in a row with McNabb. I mean, I know we only made 1 Super Bowl.
And he's an Illinois boy.
but yes,
The Wahlberg guy, he's got to be up there.
Yeah, yes,
Oh, well,
he's
he
a
did-
Patriot fan.
Yeah.
He's from Boston. I'll tell you a quick story about McNabb in Illinois. Is he holds a football camp every year at I think it's Springfield High School. It's next to the minor league baseball stadium. So I'm watching one day in the bar, and I see that he's got his camp there, and it says that he's at a bar in Springfield. I immediately get in my car, go to the bar in Springfield because I'm thinking he's going to be there. I get at the bar, and they say he just left. But they said his football camp is the next day at the high school. So I drive to
Lanphier, I think.
Lanphier. So I drive to Lanphier the next day, and I'm in the parking lot, and I walk up to the gate, and they said, "You're not getting in. Only students that are here for the camp are getting in." And I'm bummed. I mean, I'm literally bummed. So I'm sitting in my car, and all of a sudden this guy pulls up, and he opens up his trunk, and he's got all kinds of camera equipment. And I walk up to him. I said, "Is there any chance I'm going to get in to see Donovan McNabb?" He said, "Son, you're not going to believe this, but I'm his uncle." And I take all of his photographs for him, and I'm going to walk you right in and get his autograph, and I'm going to walk you right out. And I'm not joking.
Wow.
I got the picture signed on the wall right over there, and he walked me right into the field. Donovan came up, signed it, and he walked me right out.
Very cool. Very cool.
That was a pretty cool moment. It really was.
Yeah, McNabb was good.
It
See,
really was.
it pays off to sit in your car and pout.
Persistence, man. I'm telling you, persistence.
Persistence pays.
So we're not going to any commercials. Tell us the keys to the game. Let's talk about the keys to the
running
game.
the show now?
Well, we only got 5 minutes.
So here's the key. Here's the keys, in my opinion, is that Tom Brady will throw the ball on us. There is no doubt about it. Our defensive backfield is decent, but they're not unbelievable. We got some young guys back there. I do not believe they will run the ball on us.
Can you get to him, though, as you say passing?
I believe we
get to
can,
him?
and I'll tell you why. Because our front 4, we use 7 guys in a rotation, and nobody else does this. So our 7 guys all split the snaps between them for those front 4 positions. And so they're fresh, and they've been fresh all year, and it's been proven. And I think we're going to get to him. I think we're going to, but he's quick.
He's not the most mobile, but
No,
he's elusive. Eyes in the back of his
He's
head.
going to throw a lot of short passes. I believe that. And so we just got to hold him, and we got to keep the key is you got to keep the ball away from him. We got to
That's
have
the key.
38 minutes of time of possession. They got to have 22 minutes of time of possession. Or
Another
something to
key
that effect.
is Gronk. He'll be playing.
I don't know what we're doing with Gronk yet. I haven't figured that out.
He could
is
be a
playing.
game changer. He is playing. You think it's going to be a high-scoring game? Because New England's defense isn't all that great. You can put some points up.
I've said this all along. My prediction is 27-24 Eagles.
Ooh. So you're putting it right out there with the high ball. What is he over under 46 or something? 48?
You know, I know the spread started out at 6.5 and it's down to 4.5 now. There's been a couple multi-million-dollar bets placed
Yeah,
on the
I saw
Eagles.
that.
I've seen that. I truly believe they're going to win. I mean, not just because
You
I'm a
have to.
fan.
You
I
have to.
truly, really believe it's just going to happen. I believe this is our year. I believe. I mean, if you can't forget Nick Foles, we have a football team. I mean, we just defeated the Vikings, who were probably the best team. I mean, they really were.
Defensively.
Yes. And Nick Foles has been in 3 playoff games in his life and has 0 turnovers. I want to clarify that real quick.
And there's been, I was told, or what I hear yesterday, a stat that there are 3 quarterbacks that have played in the Super Bowl and started 3 games or less for their team during the season, and one is Foles.
That Foles, Plunkett, Hostetler.
Hostetler,
Yeah.
And this may be the fourth then, because the other one was Doug Williams.
Yep.
For the
Absolutely.
Redskins.
Absolutely. I believe.
And all of them won. Is what their point was.
And don't forget, Nick Foles had the third best season of any quarterback in the history of football back in 2013. He became he got traded to the Rams, and it went downhill from there, and now he's back. But that year, he threw 7 touchdown passes in one game against the Raiders to tie the all-time record for one game, and did not play the fourth quarter. The man has skills.
He's an excellent quarterback. I don't know how the Cardinals can't pick one up.
He has skills, and I just think we have a team. We have all the pieces. I mean, we really do. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. Oh, one more quick stat: 7 Super Bowls for Tom Brady. All 7 have been decided by 6 points or less. Most people don't know that. All 7 have been decided by 6 points or less. It's going to be a ball game, folks.
Let's hope let's hope it's a great game, and I'm rooting for you. I got my Brady stuff on, but I like true fans, and you are one for the Eagles.
I appreciate that, Joe.
I just love Tom Brady, so this just hangs on my wall, really, or on the speaker. I put it on today. It's a little tight.
Actually,
I've had it for like 10 years, man.
It's around his pillow. Don't let him fool you. He had to take the pillow out of it. It's got a little bit of drool on it. So
my nose bleeds sometimes. And
well, Sean, it's going to be an exciting weekend for you.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Real quick update from Jacksonville regionals. We got Davis at 120, O'Donohue at 126, Bree at 132, McCray at 138. They move on to the championship semis. Walters at 106, Jordan at 113, Graham at 145 to the consolation side. Top 3 go to sectionals. This just in, Schweitzer at 152 to the semis, Bodanich at 182 to the semis.
Good.
Excellent.
So some good things happening down in Jacksonville. That's exciting because next week, sectionals in Lincoln.
It's a big deal.
And the more Lincoln kids we can have there, the better, obviously. You have something you need to read there?
No, he's getting it to you for next week, I believe.
Oh, okay, next week.
We're going to talk about it next week.
Okay. Well, Sean, once again, tomorrow from
2 to 10.
2 to 10, 2 to 12, 2 to 1, 2 to 2. We don't know. It could be 2 to 8. After.
No.
Okay.
Believe.
All right.
You got to believe in St. Nick.
Yeah.
Call.
That was a good one.
Is that how we're going to end it? That might be our.
We are going to end it with that. Next week we're going to. I don't know where we're going to be. We'll be maybe at Jake's if he decides to show up. Got another.
I'm going to put this out there while we got a minute. 2018 Moose Racing Party will be February 17th out the KC Hall.
All
They're
right.
going to have an auction. $10 to get in. Starts at 4:00. Food, cash bar, raffle, 50-50 DJ, bunch of entertainment. Moose Racing.
All right. Schmidt at 170 to the consolation side down in Jacksonville. All right, that's going to do it for us at Logan Lane's Family Fun Center. Get on out here tomorrow. Get on out here today. Do some golfing.
Tomorrow,
Do some
Monday.
bowling.
Come out and see.
Come
you.
on, Monday.
If the Eagles win, come out and see Monday. If they don't, maybe wait a day or two.
Yeah,
come out
give me
Wednesday.
a couple days.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be exciting.
There you go.
There we go.
we
Very
go.
nice.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Next week we might be at Jake's. We might be, I don't know. It depends.
LCHS. Maybe.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. This is the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM.
EAGLES Eagles.
And
The Steve Every Morning Sports Show on WLCN 96.3 and